Coronation Street spoilers have confirmed it's over for Swarla in heartbreaking scenes set to air next week. Viewers have seen Lisa and Carla meet, fall in love, and get engaged over the past year, all while carrying the infamous Swarla nickname. Soap fans have loved witnessing their romance blossom on screen and have found it difficult to watch their relationship slowly break apart. It's been a chaotic time in the Connor Swain household, following the unexpected arrival of Becky Swain. Last week's episode saw Becky finally succeed in her mission to break Lisa and Carla's special bond. During Wednesday's broadcast of the ITV soap, Carla was horrified to see Becky, Lisa, and Betsy playing happy families while she was stood up by her fiancé. As the episode continued, Carla confronted Lisa and Becky before storming out of the house. She said, "Thanks for clarifying, it's me that's in the way. I'm going to make it dead easy for you." Carla told Lisa she wanted to take a break and announced she was going to stay at the hotel. Viewers were left on a cliffhanger, wondering if it is the end of Swarla for good. The storyline continues next week in scenes featuring Kit, Becky, and Costello. At the start of the week, Kit visits Costello in hospital and is intrigued to find out from his wife that he had planned to retire to the lakes in September. Kit tells Lisa and Becky that it seems odd that Costello had never mentioned it. Lisa agrees. While Kit clocks Becky's discomfort, Kit tells Carla how he suspects Costello and Becky have been keeping the plan under wraps all along. Carla pours herself a drink, pointing out they have no proof of anything. Kit tells Becky that Carla's in the factory knocking back scotch and Lisa should go and check on her. Becky promises to pass on the message. As Carla pours herself another drink, Becky enters the office and closes the door behind her. As we move towards the end of the week, Costello's wife calls at the station for his personal effects. When she shows Kit a photo of the house they bought in Coniston, Kit makes a note of its name, Ravenskill. After conducting some research, he leaves a message for Carla informing her that the house was bought by a company set up exactly a week after Becky supposedly died. Carla calls at 06 and tells Lisa that she's home and should never have left. Carla tells Lisa she never stopped loving her. Lisa admits she loves her too, but asserts that it's too late, it's over between them. Carla's devastated. Her reappearance felt less like a plot twist than a fresh pain. People who have been assumed lost and then come back are always a challenge to the lives that rebuild in their absence. Becky's story was, on the surface, tidy enough to require sympathy, an undercover operation, a disappearance for safety, years lived under another name in another place. But the truth, as the street would discover, rarely stays tidy. It slips into the joints of things until it becomes impossible to pretend there isn't a leak. Carla sensed the leak before she could name it. She felt it like a small stone in her shoe, irritating, then exhausting. Becky's return had a cadence to it, a patience that made manipulation feel like choreography. She didn't lash at Carla or Lisa with violence. She threaded small comments into their days, smiled in the right moments, and showed the kind of attentiveness that can reawaken old habits of love. Lisa, who had once loved Becky in a way that had left its marks, felt tugged by old loyalties in ways that made the simple arithmetic of commitment complicated. The first major crack came on a day that was ordinary enough to be worse for the surprise. Carla had arranged a celebration at 06, a quiet thing, a cake to mark a minor victory at the factory, but the house brimmed with softer memories and a domestic warmth that made the hurt of distance more visible. Becky was there. She brought a small gift for Betsy and played, for a moment. The loving mother returned as if from a long pilgrimage. Lisa hovered between a new tenderness and the old ache. Carla arrived later, expecting to be welcomed into the circle she had helped build. Instead, she found herself the odd one out, watching a tableau that looked like family and feeling, with a sting of suddenness, that she had been left standing in the cold. "I was stood up," Carla told the empty room later, the announcement more of a wound than complaint. It wasn't the act itself, being left waiting, that mattered so much as the way the image made her feel small, unnecessary. She had given so much to the life they were building, and to be excluded, even accidentally, was a kind of humiliation. It landed on her like an old bruise. She confronted Lisa and Becky in a way she'd never had the time or inclination to do before. The confrontation wasn't a throwaway argument. It was the kind of conversation that changes the geography of a relationship. Words were spoken that could not be unsaid. Hurt was